Alright, hi. I think that's probably enough time to get the stream running. I haven't had the chance to double check. I probably should double check, shouldn't I? Just in case. As is generally the purpose of double checking. The point at which I'm recording this is bonfire night in the UK, so don't be surprised if you hear, like, explosions going off. That's fireworks, because that's a thing we do. Because obviously we don't exactly celebrate the 4th of July, because we don't care. Let me just check this out. And it's giving me an advert, obviously. I'll just have a quick nosy at that in a second. But I might as well check out the... Come on, another 20 seconds. So yeah, I'm gonna... Well, basically what I'm gonna try and do is, because I've actually completed the campaign on Master already. That's what all those orange marks mean. I'm gonna start off on Master because there are things that it changes the way I play to make it more interesting, I feel. But if I get bored, then I'm... everything seems fine. If I get bored, then I'm just going to start... Because you can switch while you're in game, so that's what I'm going to do if I get bored. Anyway, here you go. All campaign missions will be locked. No, I think I'll just go through the mission select, I'm assuming. Replay training.
Of all the things I've seen on the battlefields of the frontier, the pilot is the true dominant force. Fast and agile. Graceful, yet devastating. Perceptive. Resourceful. And relentless. A pilot sees the world differently. Sheer walls become flanking routes. Pilots fight differently. Experienced in deception and maneuver, even overwhelming odds shift in their favor. But what truly separates the pilot from all the grunts and machines of the battlefield is the bond between a pilot and a Titan. When linked to a Titan, a pilot can only be stopped by overwhelming force, or an equal. The frontier has been the only home I've ever known. For years, our lands have been destroyed by the IMC, forcefully taking our resources, polluting and destroying our planets, and killing us off if we try to resist. Despite recent victories at Demeter and beyond, we have a long way to go before the IMC is defeated. Now, I serve as a rifleman in the militia, fighting to free the frontier. I'm a long way from becoming a pilot. But when that day comes, I hope I can live the honor.
Here we go, Rifleman Cooper. Ship must have power cycled the sim pod since last time. We'll have to recalibrate it.
Running lifeboat diagnostic test 2.1. All Mark 8 lifeboats.
Does that feel right to you, Cooper? Alright, we're good to go. Let's see how much you remember from last time. Setting the neural link. Not quite the same as a Titan link, but it's similar. To learn new skills, we need to be in the right state of mind.
So yeah, this is the tutorial. It was in the... They called it the tech test, because I think it was meant to be pre-alpha, but everyone called it the beta anyway. Yeah, I've got auto sprint enabled, because basically there's no real reason to not sprint. It's just that it makes it...
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, I really like the setting of this tutorial. Especially all the water flowing backwards. It's a little bit cheap, and the sort of frozen in time look of this. But this is meant to be based on Harmony. And Harmony is something that is a location that's going to be important to the story. So you don't really need to have known the story for the first game. And yes, there was a story for the first game. To get through, to understand what's going on. I didn't remember actually finishing the story because it like sort of played it out through a series of multiplayer matches, and from what I remember, the way it worked was that if you moved back, oh come on, give me, there we go. From what I remember, the way it worked was, think of it like a linear set of levels, and when you win, you go to the next one. And when you lose, you go back one. So basically what it ended up being most of the time was just playing the first two missions over and over again. At least that's what I remember it being. So this is the Gauntlet. You probably remember this kind of thing if you've ever played like Modern Warfare. Or any of the other kind of, sort of its successors, if not in spirit. So this is sort of like an idea for... I'll just show you. Like for like a training session, and and I automatically failed. Restart Gauntlet. Like he says, I've got to get through this and hit all 15 targets. I think there's 15 targets. Yeah, 15 targets. And you can't see it at the moment, but high scores are going to appear here. And if I get in the top 3, I get an achievement, I think. I haven't done that because I think I need to do it within like 35 seconds. I think the best I've done is like 48, maybe. So, but yeah, I thought it was quite... I might as well do this because it's just fun to do. So yeah, for those unfamiliar with Titanfall, after... basically, some of the developers who worked on Call of Duty back in the day, particularly from in Infinity Ward for the first 2 Modern Warfare games, left, and I don't know all the entire story, and I'm really lagging behind here. Sorry, I'm concentrating. Because the idea is you're meant to run on walls, but... Right, see, you can sort of see the speed. And this might be my best time. If I haven't forgotten to... yeah, it's my new best time.
Nice run. See the results board on the wall? You set a new best time. Everyone has different strengths and weaknesses, so be sure to run this a few times with different weapons. Look at the results board for more tips on how to improve.
Yeah, see, there you are. So I'm currently... Oh god, I need another 15 seconds. Alright, I'll do it one more time. It's gonna be worse. It's gonna be worse, but, you know. I mean, the fact that my ghost is in front of me is not an ideal. Fuck. No, this isn't gonna work. One thing that I thought was interesting about Titanfall 2 is that, you know, this is the year that Mirror's Edge Catalyst has come out. And this is actually a really good first-person platformer. Because that's what it is, at least to me. There is some... Well, I generally think it just really stands up on that level, and I'm not going to beat my time. Any case, that's it. And I quite like that, the way that it sort of loops round into areas that it couldn't actually be. Because it's meant to be a simulation and all that.
All done with the
Yeah,
gauntlet?
I think I'm done.
I'm ready to see what's next.
Good. You're gonna like this. It's time you learn the other half of being a pilot. The Titan. Let's go call one in.
So yeah, on this, on the sort of like
Time.
campaign that's in this game, a lot of people weren't expecting it to be that good.
We're gonna need a little more space.
But it is. It doesn't take a lot of the things from like Call of Duty, Modern Warfare kind of era stuff.
First Titan
It
chassis
takes like
designed ourselves.
it's difficult to explain. It's very much a genre piece still,
Go ahead,
but
Rifleman. Go on your first Titan.
and some of the things are very cliched, but it does it with heart, really. I'd expect is like how I describe it, which is weird to say that about like a first-person shooty bang.
Alright, Rifleman. Sounds like it's
But
about
yeah,
to hit the fan.
it's good.
I'm
I like
pulling
it.
you out.
Powering down all known essential systems.
Cooper, ready up. Easy, Cole. He just left VR. He needs a minute to decompress. He'll be ready to go. Trust me.
All
Yes,
personnel
sir.
to battle stations. This is not a drill.
It's up. They're killing us. Trying to, anyway. Good session in there. You'll get the hang of it someday. We'll make a pilot out of you yet, Rifleman. But not today. No time.
Lastimosa.
Anderson,
You son of a bitch. See you down there.
we're going to see a new planet today. Maybe even die on it. See you down there, Rifleman. Good luck.
Get your ass out of the sim pod, Cooper. Meet at the dropship.
Yeah, ill-advised perhaps, but I'm gonna go with Master. So yeah. Like I said, you can change at any time, so I probably am. There are actually some of the hardest points in the whole campaign on Master are in this first level. So, I mean, like, the very beginning is quite hard. It's mainly because early on we don't have, you know, as much of a verb set. We can't do as many things. So the game becomes a little bit easier when it allows us to do more. And then we can work around the things. Working around things. Generally, the strategy is don't be anywhere the people can, you know, the soldiers can either see you or just trying to jump around them. Because from the start, I think you can wall run, but you can't double jump, which limits things a bit. But anyway, let's sort of relax into the incredibly deep storytelling of the shooty bang.
Mark 8, life code. Activated. Occupant, militia rifleman, class 3, Jack Cooper. Stabilize. 250 milligrams of sensitive fentanyl administered. Caution, temporary side effects, nausea, dizziness, impaired motor function.
Are we
So yeah, we're gonna have to look out for the IMC. We're meant to be part of this militia kind of thing, and we're fighting the Interstellar. We're fighting the mercenaries owned by the Interstellar Manufacturing Corporation, which is the most evil corporate name in a game, I think. So starting off, we're doing like the kind of like stuff you'd have to do on like a high-level COD, where you're basically just slightly poking your head around the corner, like that. But in a little bit, we'll gain abilities like... We only ever really get one of the sort of what's in the multiplayer referred to as a tactical, which is the cloak, which, as one might expect, cloaks you and makes you invisible. Come on. Is that everyone? There we go. Well, there's my first death anyway. Let's see if it saved at some point during that. It did, because otherwise it would show me clambering out of the spacecraft. The drop pod type thing. So there are references in this to the first game. Like they keep referring to the Battle of Demeter. In fact, they already did. There's a character who we're going to meet who's kind of plays the big bad in this, called Blizg, and he was in the campaign for the first game. Mostly, that game told its story through like comlinks and radio transmissions during the matches that you were in. By the way, I can't really demonstrate it now, but that little slide, it changes depending on the terrain you're on. So if you can be on like a very sort of like steep slope going down, and you can slide and then use the momentum to like pull you forward into like further wall runs and things like that. Obviously, this isn't exactly wall run territory and that. Okay, cautiously moving forward. Oh, well, they shot them for me. Oh, that's me, mate. Sorry, mate. So yeah, I'm generally saying like a lot of the events that happen within the story, they feel predictable. But I didn't feel cheated or upset about it. I just think that it's hard to explain. You'll see. If you've like say for example, if you've seen any of the earlier campaign trailers, then you probably can predict what's going to happen. It's very much like a sort of a boy and his pet dog kind of story.
Captain Lastimosa, I got a fix on your location. On my way.
And of course, stuff like this is very rare, but it does still happen. You know, where you get immobilized while a cutscene happens for about a minute. But yeah.
Cooper, you're in bad shape. Hold on. This might knock you out, but you should be okay when you wake up.
Lastimosa, hostile Titans inbound. Apex predators.
Copy that, BT. Mercenaries. Stay down, Cooper. BT, let's go.
We have 18 hours. 18 hours until the Ark is sealed and ready for delivery. Oi, Rika! Leave the corpses alone, you sick bastard. We've got a job to do, eh? We make corpses, we don't clean them up. Let's go!
If I remember correctly, these things are called prowlers, and they're going to be a bit of a problem throughout the game. Just at specific points, they can kill you within seconds, and they rush you, you know, as they look like they might.
BT, transfer authorization to new pilot. Link, Bravo Tango 7274. Cooper, take my Titan. Use my helmet and my jump kit. This is the real thing. Take care of him.
So basically, we've got to power up BT, and then we can use him. Ah. See, the behavior of the prowlers doesn't necessarily fit on like a set path. And wall run. Yeah. See, you need to like empty like half a clip into them to make sure that they die.
Relocating to the IMC beacon at Mapgrid 772.
it actually gives us the double jump. Like, I don't think it's exact. It gives us it at some point during a battle. Usually is how I find it, but it's a different point every time. It seems the same specific battle, but when it happens, I mean.
I don't care who's giving you orders. Blisk and his mercs, General Marder.
Generally, we can only kill one of these two, and I think there's a third waiting around there. So I'm going to try to execute this guy. Executing is a lot harder.
The militia are gonna have a very bad day.
There we go.
Fine. You're advised to discard any weapons and surrender immediately. Do not attempt to resist. Lethal force is authorized against any.
Don't even know what that was. Well, this seems to have more ammo. So... this is one of the sort of difficult sequences coming up. So, if I have to drop it down a level or two, don't be surprised. Alright, so the issue is I could get a couple of these guys with melee attacks, but doing so will open... like that. See, they find you very quickly no matter what. I think it's probably best to... see, I'm so open in this area, they're going to cut me to shreds. It's even worse when I'm actually... because in the past I've like gone down there to try and get the first couple in like as melee kills, and then that is what does me later on. Because you can sort of like do a little slide down there and kill that guy like this. Oh, and usually he doesn't hear what he did that time. Yeah, that thing that you're hearing that doesn't synchronize with the gunshots, that's fireworks. I don't know how audible it is, but it's not amazingly loud here. But still, I could imagine it would probably be annoying on your end. See, because I've got the stealth thing, it is possible for me to walk through a lot of encounters, but this one is quite difficult because it sort of like curves round, and there are soldiers on both sides of the like a small ravine. Small in terms of like how wide it is. Shit. Oh, damn it. That was probably a bad idea to use it right now, but especially since you can activate it too late, in the sense that you can activate it after they're you know, while they're firing a salvo at you, and they'll like continue firing and it'll still get you and kill you. Let's see, I can't see any movement, but that doesn't mean they're not there. See, I wish, this is the kind of point where I wish I had the sonar knife from the multiplayer, because I could fling it like at that wall. It's kind of like a kunai, is that the term, I think? Where it's like a ninja throwing knife that sticks in things. That Yame has at the beginning of Ninja Gaiden, where it has like a letter on it. but you throw it and then it does like a little radial like boo, boo, and you can see where all the enemies are nearby. Ah, shit. Yeah, I think I'm getting close to the end of my patience. Just because I've done this already. There are certain levels, like after I get the like later on, where switching to master might be helpful in terms of making it more watchable. Die. There we go. Whew. I think there's going to be a couple more up here. Shit. Bad idea, bad idea, bad idea. They're gonna chuck a grenade. Oh, and he didn't see me. So, who's next? I think I'll switch to this just because... So before I use the zipline, I want to double check that they're... And there's another one over there. Where did he move? Oh, hell. Looking at it now, it doesn't really look like much of a ravine, but I've never really had cause to look down. Ah, somewhere over there. The cross means that I'm hitting him, but it doesn't seem to be, like... So I'm just going to go down there. Oh, no. Where are you? I think I can kick him while I'm in stealth mode. So maybe I'll do that. That was a mistake. See, there's now probably going to be a guy behind me while I fight these little things. Because they're not, you know, their weapons fire slowly. Double jump online. That's earlier than usual. Should we find out where that guy was? Guess we'll never find out. Never mind. So this area coming up is actually quite difficult as well. There's a small number of enemies down here, and then there's like a large number of enemies over there, sniping us. And also we've got the prowlers. So let the prowlers, hopefully, get these guys to an extent, and then put the prowler. There we go. So these guys are easy, but then I've got to try and go like a long distance. Wow, being attacked by those guys over there. So this might be where it is then. See, it's offline again. All right. So it seems to trigger when I kill those things. Right. There we go. So how am I going to do this? I'm going to enable cloak while I'm running. See, they're all up there. There are others down below who will slowly march towards us. Oh. Yeah, if I die on this bit, I am switching down to regular. There we go, regular. Regular, there we go. Just so we can sort of like speed through it more. Like I feel that's in the spirit of the game. Though there are later levels, like I said, where I might bring it back. Oh, come on. There we go, double jump online. Grenade. Shoot the guys. And wait. For the prowlers, please don't shoot me. Ow. See, they're not incredibly predictable, like I said. There we go. So from what I remember, even on regular, these guys are a bit difficult to deal with. Although maybe it was because I just tried to run ahead. So the last one? Oh no, there's two more. So after here, there's generally not much in the way of like attacking snipers. Right, so they're advancing through the water. Yeah, see, we can let them get close and then hack them, but they're not very useful, I don't think. It's a nice, a nice, neat little mechanic, but it doesn't really. Go on, let's see if we can get the third one. Oh, the prowler's dead. There we go. We're done. Let's see, what can I pick up here? The DR. This is the thing I was using. Okay, I'll just stick with this for now. Did someone shoot at me then? I don't know. Don't really care. Yeah, so we're not far off now, and I should have walked on that red wall, and now I'm dead. Oh, right, so, by the way, sometimes I think they've realised that, hey, first-person platforming might not be easy to intuit for everyone, so for, like, I'd say probably like 2/3 of all areas where you can die from platforming, there will be no loading screens if you die. However, there are other areas where I don't think they were expecting you to die, which I've died at before, and yeah, so that you have to go through a loading screen there. Usually, I'd say a lot of the time that is out of my own stupidity and or trying to do two things when only one is necessary.
All hands. The James
Is this the way?
take down IMC research facility
Ah.
on the planet Titan.
Here we go. Honestly, this probably is better to just go through on regular, because, well, I don't think anyone who's watching this has the patience to wait for me to do another master playthrough. But there are a couple of bits I might. Like I said, 3 times already, but, death of the trailer. And another wall run. Was I meant to jump to something? I get the feeling it probably was. There. Yeah. I think we're at the beginning again now.
Squad 14, hostile. We're under attack. Who's that? Grenade! Slide back up.
I think that probably the truth was that the reason why I liked Master so much is because it makes you use the cloak, which I barely used in my first playthrough. But when you use it, you can build like your strategies around it and your routes through a level. And because I know the routes now, then I'll probably just show you them. So,
I think so. Wait, did you just call me pilot?
Yes. The late Captain Lastimosa gave you the provisional rank of acting pilot. Congratulations on your promotion. You may call me BT.
BT. Got it.
My systems are rebooting, but a third battery will accelerate the process. I will remain here.
So yeah, like individual levels, and it is only on a couple of occasions, it is sort of like Metroidvania light. That it has like these sort of like retraversal kind of designs going on.
To all militia personnel, the IMC will grant safe passage back to the edge of the defended territory. To all who surrender.
Pilot, I advise against turning yourself over to the IMC. Voice pattern analysis indicates they are lying.
You don't think I'm that stupid, BT?
Undetermined. I will not know the full extent of your brain function until we establish a neural link.
Raptor 3, we're taking heavy hits. The IMC has us trapped. Lieutenant, do you know about Cuban Bliss? I hear he used to be IMC.
Pilot, my mapping systems have been restored. The ambush of the 9th Militia Fleet has landed us far off course from our original destination. We are located in hostile territory. Be careful, we cannot stay here long.
How long did you serve with Lastimosa?
Captain Lastimosa linked with me 973 days ago.
Sorry. You guys must have been close.
He was an excellent pilot, and a good friend.
We'll track you down one by one. I ask you to come out of hiding while you still can. We have IMC search teams everywhere.
Not exactly the silent takedown, is it? Ah, shit. Bit off more than I could chew there. What I did on my my master run was I jumped in through the building here, through the window in this building here. Spitfire is like one of these things that tears into people.
Has an emergency cloaking ability. This can help you survive dangerous situations.
Trying to see if there's any down here just before I advance further. Should probably pick up a second weapon to replace that pistol. Oh, I have. Ooh. Rocket launcher with an anti-Titan something. There we go. I think I'm finally getting into the momentum. Every time I play this, it takes me like about 15 minutes at least, probably 20 or more, to get into like the momentum.
BT, is there anyone alive on this ship?
No. Scans do not detect any life signs within the MCS James McAllen, but 90% of the lifeboats have been ejected. There is still hope.
BT, who is this voice?
This is the commander of the Marauder Corps, a section of the Militia's Special Recon Squadron, or SRS. Her name is Sarah Briggs.
Where am I going? Ah, that tiny vent. With the probably obvious light shafts coming from it. Okay. Ah, lock on, that's what it is. So these are actually used in the multiplayer. Basically, they're kind of like health packs for the Titans. Because they've got their, like, regenerating shields, but then they've also got, like, their actual hull. So you can use the batteries to repair the hull. So, say for example, one of the modes is, what's it called? Last Titan Standing. Where it's like a...
Would be in your best interest.
Our location has been compromised.
Surely you would agree it is better for our infantry to find you first, rather than a roaming crowd.
It's probably rumbled my location. There's a mandatory tutorial coming up, and it's the only one I actually think is kind of bad. I think it mostly teaches you in a kind of an organic way after that, but still, the fact it does it the once, it's too much. But it's 2 minutes in a 4 or 5 hour game.
We must complete the Neuralink immediately.
So there we go. We've got the complete set of batteries. So one of the things you can actually do in the multiplayer is you can go onto enemy Titans, pull the batteries out, and then give them to your friendly Titans, which I think is neat.
Please embark when ready.
There we go. And so when we're shown the weapons and how to use it, we're like sort of glued to the spot and have to like shoot these random IMC mercs from the Marauder Corps, or whatever they're called.
Protocol 1. Link to pilot. Establishing neural link. Neural link established. Rifleman Jack Cooper, you are now confirmed as acting pilot of BT-7274. Protocol 2. Uphold the mission. Our orders are to resume Special Operation 217. Rendezvous with Major Anderson of the SRS. I'm detecting incoming enemy forces. Protocol 3. Protect the pilot. Reinitializing critical systems.
So yeah, the hull damage stuff is the one below.
The vortex shield catches incoming rounds and missiles. Release the button to launch any captured objects back at the enemy.
Generally, in my experience, this is actually not quite as easy as this to use in combat. I think it fires it back at where you're aiming rather than back at where they were shot from.
The Acolyte pod is online.
I don't know, maybe
This
I'm...
shoulder-mounted rocket pod will lock onto multiple enemy targets. The longer you hold down the button, the more locks you will achieve.
There we go. See, it wasn't that painful. It's just a thing that I don't really like in games. So you can actually kill people in this by walking over them.
Titanfall detected. We will have to fight our way to safety. Get ready.
You sure about this?
Yes, trust me.
Ah, here we go. My first Titan on Titan battle.
Militia Titan spotted. Chassis number BT-7274. Taking fire. Not bad, buddy. Not bad. Target hit. Bloody no class Titans.
Enemy Titan down. Well done, pilot. Our combat effectiveness rating has increased. Pilot, I detect more IMC salvage teams on the way. Our only chance of survival is to uphold our mission of rendezvousing with Major Anderson. Until then, you and I are on our own. Marking your HUD. We must move quickly.
Oh, did I go the wrong way? Oh.
Pilot, the IMC will continue to search for us. Our only chance of survival is to rendezvous with Major Anderson, 60 clicks from our current location. We will have to improvise and adapt if we wish to survive.
This is Wombat 3-2. We're taking heavy casualties down here. Any militia forces, please assist. We've suffered heavy losses. Got a friendly Vanguard class Titan. That BG? Good to see you, Captain. We could use some help. Militia Titan spotted. Engaging.
Enemy Titan down. First floor activated. Enemy Titan down.
Ah. Should probably have waited till I moved a few steps forward before doing that.
Eyes on Vanguard class Titan.
I am engaging a hostile Titan.
Oh. I was trying to go in there because you can change weapons. And you can also get more batteries. Not I really needed either. So I'm just going to continue on.
First floor ready. Heavy Titan down. Detecting hull damage. Heavy Titan down.
There we go. See, there's the batteries and there's the weapons. Well, I don't think I can now. So, unlike the actual Titans in the multiplayer, you can switch between like loadouts for the Titans. You can switch them like in the menus and stuff, but you can't, you know, switch it during game. Like it's like, oh, the next time the Titan spawns, you can do this kind of thing. So each Titan loadout has like different abilities, different defensive things. Like say for example, there is different from the one where I showed you before, where you sorry, concentrating again. Completely not needed, but it's fine. So this is all corrosive, this floor, so I can't actually step on it, and I've got to go on here now while BT covers me. Right, have I got like a smaller gun now I can pick up? There we go, rapid fire SMG, that's better. I'll run up here. And I'll pick this up here. It's actually less useful, but I just like the idea of it. It's a flaming shuriken. It's like a throwing weapon. Later on, you can also get oh, the alternator is probably the best choice. You can get like a shuriken that deploys black holes. It's kind of like Singularity in Mass Effect.
The wearing of a hazmat suit is required at all times within this facility.
Check your angle!
I'm engaging hostile position. Sonar pulse activated.
Hazardous waste pumps now filtering. Automated testing facility, Dome 1.
Oh, this is the shotgun. There are two really good shotguns in this game. There's this one, which I've forgotten the name of because the Eva 8 also. See, a lot of the names in this sort of like belie how good they are. In fact, I think that's sort of like a good thing that sort of like that gets to like the main problems with the game, just being like that they buried the lead. So that closes across so I can't get out. So when you like name your weapon something really boring sounding rather than giving it like a name, like a proper name. I mean, like the other one is called the Mastiff, the other good shotgun. Alright.
Got it. I'll find a way out.
A nearby exit will most likely lead further into the reclamation facility. Pilot, I am tracking your location. Recommend you seek an exit.
You got it, BT. You do the same.
Copy that, pilot.
Oh yeah. What else wouldn't it?
Listen up. This is K. What we have here, my IMC and militia friends, is a failure to communicate. And that's okay.
So the guy who's speaking over the radio now, he is the first boss of the game. The game has bosses. Maybe not what you'd expect from this genre, in this frame of...
That guy doesn't sound stable.
In this frame of time or whatever. But yeah, all the boss fights take place in Titans. So there is actually a little bit of depth to it. But generally it's more like just nice to have like likable villains. The sort of, a lot of them are sort of like hammily acted.
Raccoon 3, 9th Militia Fleet. We're held up in the reclamation facility. The INCF's new mechanized infantry. We're trapped.
Pilot, I'm detecting friendly militia forces along your path. They may need assistance.
Stay down. Come on now. Captain, I see something moving by the pipes. Eyes up. Friendly pilot. Captain, we got a friendly militia pilot. Hold your fire. He's SRS. Look at his helmet.
And if we can go over here... Oh, there we go. We can get a weapon earlier than I think we otherwise can. So this is the shotgun. I'll swap that for the grenade launcher. I'm sure there are a lot of little secrets like that, but I'm only going to go for the ones that I already found by myself. I'm going to kick this guy. And probably should have hacked that guy, shouldn't I? But I didn't. No, I died. So yeah.
It's a friendly pilot. Captain, we got a friendly militia pilot. Hold your fire. It's SRS. I see a friendly pilot, sir. The squad is taking a beat. Need some help up ahead.
So we've got to get across here without, ideally, touching the corrosive stuff in the middle here. So I died to that once. I was kind of expecting.
Requesting immediate removal.
And let's go invisible. Can I hack these guys? Oh shit. See, it's... I don't know what kind of range I have to be at. And do I have to be not seen, or what? In any case, I'll just... Oh, that's too early, that's too early, they're going to see me. Even if I run past like this, they're going to see me. Oh, that's... See, they'll actually chase me up anyway, so I want to try and see if I can get past without them seeing me immediately. So yeah. I actually hopped on his head there.
Where am I going, BT?
We must proceed through this facility and continue to the rendezvous point with Major Anderson. It is our only chance of survival.
Ah, I think those are the guys from before.
So I got word that there's some Vanguard-class Titan and an SRS pilot taking out my IMC.
There we go, and I get to skip a good chunk of the level there. Not a good chunk, but you know, like about 30 seconds worth of walking. It's things like that that I picked up on Master Mode. And that's that bit mostly done with.
Come in. There's a Vanguard-class Titan in the facility. I think it's
I want any of these. I'll switch back to frag grenades for now. They are robot friends again. Yep. So they seem to pursue you quite a way. Oh. Oh.
Pilot, exercise caution.
You can say that again.
Pilot, exercise caution.
See, like things like that, that even like the interaction with BT there is kind of like obvious. You can see the joke coming from a mile off, but also I kind of like it. I kind of find BT quite endearing as a character.
Long time no see, BT.
On the contrary, your helmet provided me with a live feed of your actions. You fought well out there, pilot. The controls to deactivate the sludge flower in the next chamber, marking your HUD.
Yeah, this is sort of like a bit of a gauntlet. BT well, as you can is that BT there? We have to basically cut off the sludge, which will take a while, and
Alright, scrubs, enough's enough. I'm coming down.
where's the panel? I think it's somewhere around. There we go. It'll take a while for this to do its magic, and in that meantime, ah, shit.
IMC security forces. I guess that's why they pay me the big bucks. You want something done right? You do it yourself. Alright, scrubs, enough's enough. I'm coming down.
Overriding pump filter system. Emergency shutdown initiated.
Lock him out! Airborne, releasing
Pump shutdown sequence at 20%.
So now we've got to deal with these things.
The sludge balls contain a high concentration of heavy metals. They are interfering with my targeting systems.
I don't really feel like... They look different from, but I think they are meant to be ticks. They look different in the multiplayer if they are. Ticks are like little things that you can deploy as one of your boosts, which is a stupid name for basically being your ultimate.
Pump shutdown sequence at 40%.
Alright, it looks like I need a replacement for this. I think these are more like sniper rifles, but hey. They'll be fine until one of the ticks gets me. Like now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to scrounge around. Automatic shotgun. Slide down and... should probably have replaced it with something more rapid fire. What have you got? Is this alright? Yeah, that's better. So I'm definitely going to be playing until at least the level that everyone talks about, which is called Effect and Cause. And then after that, I don't know, maybe I'll save the rest for another episode, or what, I don't know. But yeah, that's your guarantee from me.
Pump shutdown sequence at 80%. Pump shutdown sequence at 90%.
Visual contact reestablished with pilot. Commencing supporting fire. Danger close.
Ah, here we are. So now we get to join back up with BT. Do you know what, I'll pick up a 5-star first.
Pilot, activating sonar pulse to assist you. Pilot, that was a difficult battle. You handled yourself well. I have noted it for the record. I have identified an exit on this side. This way. Protocol 2. Uphold the mission. Our orders are to resume Special Operation 217. Rendezvous with Major Anderson of the SRX.
You were not invited to Kane's party, and that's why you're dead. Well, well, another runaway hero with an SRS Vanguard class Titan. Woo! Now we're talking. Bring it.
I'm gonna switch back to the original loadout.
Let's get this party started.
So he's got one friend, like, ad kind of thing. So I'm gonna kill this guy first.
Pilot, stay out of Kane's thermite reservoir. It causes heavy damage. Enemy Titan down.
Walk away, Scrub, just walk away. Only a matter of time before I rip you out of that cockpit anyway.
First floor activated.
Let's see if we can find a battery. Get out. Oh, damn it. I think my favourite Titan might be one we get later on, which is like a it's a melee orientated one, but then it's also got low defense called Ronin. And you can just like instead of having like this punch kind of attack, you've got a sword, which is pretty cool.
Well done, pilot. Kane's helmet radio is still intact. You should retrieve it.
Kate, we need reinforcements in the tunnel. Kate, how copy? Come in, Kate. Kate, do you read? Our ground spots are down. Sloan, this is Blisk. The IMC have almost sealed the Ark. It's time to prepare the Draconis.
Copy. Got myself 3 captured militia. What should I do with them?
Just kill him.
I'm on my way. Slow now.
The ability to decrypt enemy communications has a strong history in warfare. This will work to our advantage. In order to survive, we must keep moving. Major Anderson went this way. It could be a shortcut to the rendezvous point. I recommend we proceed. Transferring control. Watch our step.
What is this place?
Accessing files. Unknown.
What are we doing here, BT?
We must proceed through this facility and continue to the rendezvous point with Major Anderson. It is our only chance of survival.
Scorch is like a very sort of attack orientated class,
This is Ash. Go ahead.
but has really low defense.
I think our militia pilot's trying to be a hero. He's got to be headed your way. Kill him.
Understood. Ash out.
Who's Blisk?
He is a war criminal, wanted by the militia, commonly employed by the IMC. Blisk was responsible for the death of my previous pilot, Captain Lastimosa. Excessive damage. Warning. Warning.
Now's the time to go before that thing comes back again. Right, so I'll let
Excessive damage. Warning. Warning.
let BT take care of these guys, and I'll go out up here.
Engaging hostile infantry. Controls transferred to pilot.
So I can get that battery there, but I need to get out of my Titan to get it. Oh, and I can get one from here. Oh, but it exploded. I think I might switch the class again. Let's try Tone. We had Brute. I think Brute is one of the ones I like more. I don't know why I got out there. I think I was just trying to reload.
Pilot control initiated.
Okay, where are we going? Is this the right way or is that... No, that's back where we... there. You can just sort of smoosh onto batteries there, and I think we've got more incoming. There we go.
Looks like you took a wrong turn, Outlaw.
And another loadout. I think this might be Brute. Yeah.
Pilot, this loading dock's cargo lift offers a shortcut through the facility. Check your HUD for the control panel.
So in there, basically.
Good idea.
Thank you, pilot.
Yeah, does that just want a triple barrel shotgun pistol? That's what this is. Just so you know.
Cargo lift activated.
Switch back to frag.
Pilot, I require assistance.
Warning. Unauthorized Titan detected in loading dock 13. Transferring Titan to asset reassignment.
Ash to Kappa 3. I have located a security breach. Loading dock 13. Over.
Roger. Kappa 3 en route. Out.
Pilot, I cannot free myself. Cooper.
So Ash, who we've seen a couple of times in the logs so far, she is one of the factions you can work with in the multiplayer. And indeed I have, and I've leveled up her faction quite a bit because I like her as a character. Not really any reason to do so other than getting like a different banner for your character tag thing.
I need assistance.
Looks like the automated security in this place has picked up a Titan. Less work for us.
I'll pick up the devotion. This is a weapon that slowly increases the rate of fire. So at first it's like goes like that. So it's like, do you like pre-cook it to make an enemy die faster, or what?
Multiple friendlies down. The pilot is tearing it.
It's just so fun to just move around. It just feels great. And the problem is that doesn't seem to be something you can easily sell to people, which is sad.
Pilot. Cooper.
Oh, damn it.
If you read me, I'm being taken to this facility substation.
BT, how do I get to you?
You must follow the pipes to the lower levels. Warning, losing contact. I can see IMC infantry scattered throughout this facility. Be careful.
Bloody hell, this job is for Marvin, not to train infantry. You're right, mate. We're overqualified for this pitiful assignment. I don't see why we need that.
Overqualified. Not overqualified to be killed by me.
What would you like me to do with it?
So this part of the level is just like a big factory. One of the things that they kind of showed us in the first game.
That place is not your bloody playground.
Probably wait until I finish talking.
You scuttle that place if you have to, eh? Let's go.
Was that like all the buildings in the first game and in this game too, like in the multiplayer maps, look kind of prefabricated, and so this is them like actually prefabricating them in the. Oh damn it! What am I doing? So we've got to try and go our way through the production line. God. Now 5 bullets left. Catch up with it here. I've died on that bit quite a few times, more than I'd care to admit, to kill these guys. And I'll show you the thing that I noticed only on Master, which is this. So to avoid the guys here that are shooting at me, I decided to jump up here, and then I found this weapon here, which is like a really powerful rocket launcher. When it actually hits, obviously. This is what they use in the Colosseum mode. Because the idea behind... Oh. Hell there. See how far away I can get. There we go. The idea behind Colosseum mode is that it's 1v1. And that sounds bad. Or at least it sounds uninteresting. Because, you know, it's not like... It's just like on a single platform. Can I go forward? No, it doesn't seem like I can wall run or anything to get me across further.
I'm gonna make it out of this, BT. Hang in there. I'm on my way.
So yeah, here they're making the prefabricated buildings. I think there's another laser there. See, there's another laser wall, so I can't stay on this platform the whole way around. I'm gonna try and run for the one in front. Oh, like after it goes through, obviously. Right, let's just see if we can make a break for it. Can we? Can we? Can we? Oh, oh, there we go. Phew. What's next? So now we've got like a little bit of cover on this side. I think I got through the rest of the level just like on Master just by sort of sitting in this as it's built around me and then just taking advantage of the cover that I'm given by the things they're putting on it. Is the stairs, and then I think the next one is the roof. See, I think I just sat here last time. I just like crouched and then very slowly moved around to shift. I think it'll now tilt and put on the roof. We'll see. Yeah, because that looks like it's got the roof on there. So we tilt and puts the roof on. If we just stay here, I don't think we'll get shot at. There we go. Keep an eye out for anyone who might shoot at us. Ah, over here. Oh, shit, what happened? Oh. I don't remember that happening. Oh, we don't have the roof on yet. Bloody hell. So we just skipped a stage forward there. See, it didn't kill me that time. I think it must be something to do with like the physics and the way that this whole thing works. Because as it moves, it sometimes feels a bit, you know, like it's like this engine wasn't built to do objects moving around quite while you're on them.
A mile up, this place is going to turn itself inside out.
Or upside down, considering the circumstances.
Just fell off there.
see you, pilot. I admire your perseverance. If only the IMC infantry were as dedicated. There is only one way out, pilot. Up.
Pilot, scans indicate the dome above is your best course of action to find an exit. I recommend getting there by any means necessary.
The dome is still waiting. Rest assured I will not execute this scenario. You have my word.
Simulation dome scenario activated. Resetting terrain.
Impressive, pilot. You made it all this way alive. Unfortunately, there is only one way out. Step up to the platform. Well done, pilot. I will take it from here.
Loading scenario 127 in dynamic simulation dome 314.
Now, we shall see how impressive you truly are.
Delivering militia test subjects.
Arm up! We only survived the last one. Shut up and grab a gun! Look, pilot! Now the other. Nothing about this is in our favor. Aim sharp!
Scenario 127 load complete.
Let us begin. Deploying specters.
Pilot, your heart rate is accelerating. Are you in distress?
You could say that.
Your heart rate is exceeding 170 beats per minute. If possible, you should find a place to rest.
Yeah, I'll get right on it.
Initiating IMC Reaper test program.
Reapers, from what I remember, are the things that are sort of like below Titans in terms of size, but above the like soldiers. Ah, here we are. Yep. They can kick you in and like kill you in one hit. Their weak spot is their waist. That's what I'm trying to aim for while they're distant. Oh yeah, and of course they're pretty difficult to fight range as well. And they're also as acrobatic as like a person, so they're like one of the hardest things to kill. But I did it there mainly because I, you know, I know that they need to die quickly. Oh, and there's another one.
Let's make this a little more interesting.
Oh shit! See what I mean?
The IFC really ought to thank me for helping me through this more effective.
Oh, we got ticks now.
How strange. This is taking longer than expected. You should have done that. Tower 1, report to Dome 314 immediately. Objective, destroy the militia pilot. How copy over?
Solid copy. Proceeding to Dome 314, out. Kappa 1 in position. Awaiting orders to proceed, over.
Shit. I've lost my cloak. Go inside this building, see if that helps. No ammo for that weapon. Oh. Alright, so now they've opened a gap in the wall we can get out. And BT will probably make a reference to it in a second. 1, 2, 3. There we go. There we go.
Are you alright?
Still breathing. You?
Still operational, but unable to escape. I have detected an opening in the outer wall. You should get out of there while you can. Marking your HUD.
Perhaps I have no choice but to step in personally. A rare miscalculation on my part.
Ash, tell me you killed that pilot.
I am dealing with him.
Stop getting caught up in your games.
Am I not allowed to enjoy myself while I work?
Not when your work suffers.
Point taken. Ash out.
Don't worry. With the price I'm putting on his head, you can buy all the toys you want.
Sector 4 charging. Detonate charges 21 through 29.
To all IMC personnel.
Restock.
This is Ash. I am sorry to report, due to your inability to contain the security breach, I have been forced to scuttle the entire complex. Someone make it self-secure. It is. I suggest you evacuate immediately.
Pilot, I do not know what you did, but a series of explosions just weakened the manipulator arm. I have broken free. This place is falling apart. I suggest we leave. You are not far from my location. Marking your HUD.
Oh, I did it too early. Now I'm too late. And now we've got BT back.
This is a highly dangerous environment. I suggest you embark, pilot. Press 3 controls to pilot. Pilot, I detect an exit beyond this dome. Check your HUD.
SSR's Vanguard Titan spot. Fired will.
supplies from.
On your head, pilot. Dead or alive, that makes you worth something to me. Let us begin.
Reactor is unstable. Replacement battery required. Excessive damage. Warning. Warning.
You are resilient, but your weaknesses are transparent. Good. We're one step closer to your end.
Warning. Detecting hull damage.
Allow me to end your suffering.
Security lockdown disengaged. Surface access is authorized.
Pilot, the security lockdown has been disengaged. I recommend we leave through the tunnel.
Yeah, that's fireworks too.
I have concluded we should take no further shortcuts.
Ah, here we go.
Pilot, Major Anderson is here. Investigate this facility. I will meet you on the other side.
It's too quiet. We could be walking into an ambush.
Agreed. However, close quarters recon is the sole domain of the...
Overseer requests all teams working on the Ark analysis report to the lecture hall for General Marder's presentation. Thank you.
So my first time through this, I was like, oh right, so they're doing like a Bioshock kind of thing. And they'll sort of explain it in a sec.
Problems maintaining stability. I don't think we're ready for testing.
What just happened?
There are distortions throughout this facility, and they appear to be causing a rift in time. I advise caution.
By decisively neutralizing the militia forces, we will... Yes, pilot, may I help you?
What is this place?
The IMC has multiple scientific research facilities throughout the frontier. However, this particular one is unlike any known to the militia.
How many of these facilities are there?
In the 8 standard months prior to Operation Broadsword, the 9th Militia Fleet captured or destroyed over 29 such installations. None of these remains match the genetic profile of Major Anderson. He may still be alive. I recommend you check the main lobby at reception. I would accompany you, but unfortunately my chassis will not fit through the door.
Little welcome robot, like half dead. So yeah, this is him.
Anderson's dead. But I have his helmet. And like him, it appears to be in one piece.
Well done. If you bring it to me, I can analyze his helmet for important data.
Got it.
Pilot, if you hand me Anderson's helmet, I will analyze it. With the death of Anderson, command of Special Operation 217 now transfers to you. Congratulations on your field promotion, Pilot Cooper. The following is Anderson's mission briefing from Commander Sarah Briggs of the Militia SRS.
Major Anderson, 2 weeks ago we intercepted IMC comms. They found something on Typhon. A massive blast of energy was discharged at this location, creating time distortions. I want SRS on the ground to infiltrate the facility.
Roger that. I'll get some answers.
This wrist-mounted device we recovered during Operation Grizzly should protect you. We know the IMC have contracted Kuben Blisk and his mercenaries to protect something critical there, so watch your back. And Anderson, you know how much I love writing death reports, so don't go it alone. SRS is a team.
Pilot, the data Major Anderson collected appears to be incomplete. We are duty-bound to uphold and fulfill Special Operation 217. Recommend we locate Anderson's wrist-mounted device before proceeding.
What are we supposed to do?
Our mission has been updated. I detect a breach in the Security Services building. I will provide access. I will remain here and scan the ring structure while you investigate the facility for intel and the missing device.
Nice. Maybe next time you can throw me.
Noted.
So these are still going to be a threat to us, but mainly if we get close. So I'm going to just try and get past them.
Personnel breach of security services. Intruder may have advanced cloaking package.
Copy that. Laser messages are online. Sending a team to investigate.
Here we go! Obviously, we've got a loading screen in between them, but this is the sort of like big spoilery thing that people have been. Some people trying to hint at it, but some people. I just want it to speak for itself. Anyway, so. And here we go.
Sorry, Anderson.
Yes, we have time travel. So when we're in the past,
I have transferred some of my AI
we can only like travel through certain areas in certain time frames, but then also we're getting attacked from 2 different locations. And also what we can do is we can travel forwards in time, then travel back in time, and we will appear to the people who are the soldiers here. And see, they'll glow for a little bit afterwards. As like it'll look from their perspective like we've blinked between the 2 locations, because time won't have passed between the 2, if you get me. So these are like security walls are always operational in the past. Ruins are always there in the future, well, in the present. So they can. We're in here, and we're fine. And we walk through. And I'm going to drop a satchel charge here. Travel back in time. Oh wait, no, I did that wrong. Right, so I'm going to go through here. Blink. Activate the panel. Kill these guys. Blink. It just feels so great. And I have to go back in, like, forwards in time to avoid these, like, automated guns. And I did that wrong. Come on. Although I don't really need to now. Still got 2 satchel charges. Obviously they're still a risk, as I said. I'm going to have to use these on the lifts. I think it's this one here. Yeah. And this one here. And then, of course, use the blinking thing given by the time travel to get around this guy's shield. And of course, the other problem is, in the present, we have to deal with dinosaurs. So we can sort of like blink between the 2. So now we're further away from them. And now we're on the other side of this guy's shield. See how brilliant this is as an idea? It's so incredibly simple and understandable. And now we've got the Mastiff. The Mastiff is the best gun in the game. Right. So we go in here, we go to the present, and then go up the zip wire. Oh, shit.
We're going forward with this. The test must be completed.
Pilot, a fragment of Anderson's damaged log may be relevant here. Activating log playback.
Anderson log 341. The IMC found something all right. It can fold space and time. They sure as hell didn't build it, but they're restoring it. Whatever they're planning, it's potentially catastrophic. Anderson out.
We're under attack!
If we don't test the Ark's power now, we may never have another chance. Zulu 6. Press the Ark for delivery.
Why the fuck?
Anderson's log 342. The full weapons power source is called the Arc. Doesn't look like they've perfected the casing. This one's empty. The Arc must be somewhere else. Anderson out.
Arc prepped for delivery.
Ah, shit.
Arc prepped for delivery.
Right, so as soon as we turn this corner, we're going to get fired at by gun emplacements. So that's when we're going to have to find an exact moment to switch back. And there, because otherwise we get hit that wall of fire there.
Spin up the outer ring. Test sequence will commence once the arc is in place.
And so now we have that thing from Mario Galaxy. And another thing is we've got to switch back in time to go on this zip wire and then switch back to the past.
Pilot, the rings at my location contain a large amount of residual energy. This was the Ark's final destination. Anderson's plan indicated a recon mission within close proximity to the center of the active rings.
Where are we going next? Yeah. See, this is a bit that you'll probably see in the trailer, although you've never have noticed it because it's blink and you'll miss it.
They were targeting this planet's moon as a test. This damn thing was just a test. One of our own planets is next. They're going to hit Harmony, and they've moved up the timeline. I have to get this intel to Sarah.
Right there, pilot. I'm locating.
That was Major Anderson's final recording. Cooper, based on your recon of this facility, I may have a plan. Meet me outside.
So we've got one short little bit, and then the that'll be the level, and I think that's where I'll end the stream because this is the end of this level is about halfway through the campaign. It's a pretty short campaign, but I think that because of that, they decided to like not waste a single moment. So yeah. Can you tell I like the game? Can you tell I like it? yeah, I've kind of had problems where every time I play another game, I keep thinking about this. Like multiplayer mainly, obviously.
At the rings in order to scan the Ark's energy signature.
Pilot, I've located the controls to extend the bridge to the rings. I have marked it on your HUD.
So now we get inside BT, and now his defensive abilities have been replaced with the time travel.
Quite hostile towards us in the present.
Right. So he's firing at me. Now let's see if we can, how quickly we can do this. So one of the things I picked up from Master is this. And as you can see, it's kind of difficult. So I need to go through the door. I need to be in the past, and I also need to be in the past. Oh, that was quite a way. I also need to be in the past to activate a console on there. Go back to the present.
Pilot, I've located the controls to extend the bridge to the rings. I have marked it on your HUD. Controls transferred to pilot. It appears that whatever actions you took in the past have caused the remaining automated security systems to be quite hostile towards us in the present.
Let's see if I can do this again. If not, I'm going to just go slowly. And there we go. Oh, shit. So basically the way that I think the game wants you to do it is to go really slowly and methodically and kill every single one of them. But I don't do that, generally. At least since I did that master playthrough. That was pretty useless.
Pilot, I've located the controls to extend the bridge to the rings. I have marked it on your HUD. It appears that whatever actions you took in the past have caused the remaining automated security systems to be
there we go. In and switch. So now, oh, and I love this as a little aesthetic touch. Look at it. You're hacking using a knife. Ah, I love that. So, that's that. Now we go back into the present, run down, go back to the past. Let's see if we can get out. There we go. So, BT is in the past right now. I think. Where is BT? BT! BT's inside! Oh no! That's not what I asked for. BT! Where'd he go? Right, here we go. At least now we'll be in the same place. Wait, where's the door?
Salvo core ready.
And we'll save the salvo core for... Actually, no, I don't think there are any enemies.
I advise you get as close as possible to the center of the ring.
There we go.
BT.
Well done, pilot. Scan complete. As Anderson discovered, the IMC intend to destroy the militia planet of Harmony using the full-scale version of this weapon. Pilot Cooper, our journey is far from over. We must get this data to the fleet.
And so yeah, now we're halfway through. I hope that's been fun. I'm likely going to take a break for a few minutes and then come back with a different game. So, I don't know. If you're at all interested in the first Dragon Quest game, then, you know, stay tuned. Otherwise, I don't know, go do something else with your life. But yeah, I'll definitely do another, like, the rest of this at some point. Just not right now. I could do it, but I don't know. I want to try and get... I'd rather get things started for a few different games rather than get everything done for one. So yeah, I hope that's been fun, and I'll see you in a few minutes if you're still around.